And as 2017 comes to a close for the Toronto Blue Jays, it's obvious that the powers that be in that franchise already have their eye on 2018. Today, as you saw moments ago with Faisal Kamiza, Jays announced they'll be bringing back. What's that, sorry?
What was Faisal wearing that you didn't like, his suit?
It's not his suit. It's just his general demeanor towards people.
Okay, I get you.
The Jays announced they'll be bringing back a key piece of their starting rotation, signing Marco Estrada to a one-year contract extension worth $13 million. News initially surfaced of this extension last night from friend of the show, John Paul Morosi. He did have it first in 140 characters or less last night. It spread like wildfire, Kenny.
Props to JP for breaking that at around 10:59, just as Carly and I signed off on Sportsnet Central.
So did you hand? I didn't see the end of the 10 Eastern. Did you bring it up, or did you let it go?
I didn't even know. I got off the air and boom, because we get off at 10:58:30, I think it is, and then 30 seconds later.
So you just missed it.
Just missed it.
All right. Well, now you can make up for lost time here. Are you good with the deal, Kenny? Your general thoughts on what we've seen here with Marco Estrada?
I am beyond cool with this deal because Marco Estrada, it's kind of like the fish and chips you got from the cafeteria, the chicken fingers you got from the cafeteria today. Maybe not the best thing. Maybe a steak is better. Maybe lobster is better.
Really?
But you got your money's worth out of those chicken fingers, and you were satisfied from those chicken fingers.
I gave it a go.
You gave it a go. Basically, with Marco Estrada, I like the deal because you know what you're getting.
I gave it a go.
You're going to get 185 innings. You're going to get some solid starts. I mean, the guy's, he's pretty consistent. I mean, yeah, he had that flip for 10 starts this year, but I mean, look at him. That is consistent down the board. I mean, his innings pitched last year, 176. Right now, he's at 176.2. When he gets going, he goes well. He had his little blip. He said it had to do with off-field issues, but I like the deal. Yeah, $13 million is a lot of money. But $13 million for probably 185 innings, I think that's money well spent by the Toronto Blue Jays.
This is bizarre. Like, I have someone cite me the case where a free agent to be, we're now talking weeks before they hit free agency. Weeks. It's the end of the year. He's been through 2 trade deadlines. Weeks before he hits free agency, he says, you know what? In a lost season, I'm in.
I like it.
I'm in. I've rarely seen this in my life, and I kind of like it too. Now, as he talked about today, and he kind of pulled the curtain back a little bit, he had some other stuff going on in his life. Sure. And I give him credit for even bringing that up. That's none of our business. We don't need to know that.
I do too, and that's something we forget about pro athletes, right? Yeah, they're highly paid. Yeah, they're famous, but they go through stuff like the rest of us. And you tell me a time in your life where you weren't going through tough times out of work where it didn't affect your job.
It happens to all of us. Absolutely all of us. And just some of us have 60,000 people watching and another 900,000 on Sportsnet ahead of your show with Ivanka. But I think it's a great. Let the record show I did not hit that button.
Look, Ivanka's back in a month. She's going to get me back in line. By the way, happy birthday, Osmac. It's her birthday today.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
But, yeah, I mean, it's refreshing to see a guy just kind of look at his situation and just say, you know what, I'm cool with this. Grass isn't always greener.
But not in September of a lost year. Like, the timing of this blows my mind. Like, I've never seen anything like that. I think
it's also refreshing to see a guy actually believe in the team he's playing for, even when it's a lost season. Because, let's face it, look at the rotation for next year. Stroman, Sanchez, Happ, Estrada. I don't know who the 5th guy will be. Maybe it'll be Biagini. Biagini's better in the bullpen.
Let's say it's Biagini for now.
But one thing I like about this signing is maybe you go out and you get another guy and you put Biagini back in the bullpen, where I think, honestly, he's most effective. I think Joe Biagini
I'm kind of with you.
Is better out of the bullpen. I think he can contribute to your team more out of the bullpen than he can as a starter
The problem is that bullpen's looking deeper and deeper by the week.
Hey,
like, I think the Jays have stumbled upon some things here that are keepers for a while.
Keep piling it on. Go out and get yourself another starter and put Biagini back in that bullpen.
And I know it's been a little up and down with Estrada, but last 10 starts, ERA of 3.75, not terrible.
No.
And the team ERA in general this year, they've been middle of the road in Major League Baseball. This season has not been the pitching's fault. And I know Aaron Sanchez has had a nightmare. And I know it hasn't been perfect for other guys. They're like been 14th, 15th in ERA all season. This has not been on them. This has been a playoff caliber pitching performance by the team to at least keep them in that second spot discussion in the American League, that second wild card.
And you're doing that without Aaron Sanchez.
And you're doing it without Aaron Sanchez.
So, but the one-year deal, Stroman says, you know what, I wanted it, the team wanted it. Does that not tell you that This team is going to go all in next year. They're going to go for it. And then who knows? There are 4 players under contract on the books for 2019.
Just 4.
4 players. So you can blow this thing up. I know you like your explosion thing.
Do it again. Just...
It's 4 players guaranteed money for 2019. They are, I wrote them down because I do research. Tulo, Martin, Morales, and Gurriel Jr. And then you can play ball.
By research, Kenny sits in his seat, leans back, and yells to people younger than him, "Give me that stat!"
Yeah, I just yelled at one of our producers. I need a picture of the 1987 Topps Mark McGwire. It better be produced, or I'm not coming back to fill in on this garbage show again.
Let the record show the biggest diva at Rogers is Ken Reid.
You know it.
It's not even close. It's second biggest diva, Faisal Khamisa.
Oh, you know what? But he's a distant number 2.